Okay, we're back with audio again. I still haven't checked out or edited the recording. I did listen to a little bit of it. The voice actually sounded a little bit low, and I guess because it's like tinny, it doesn't really mess with the rest of the sound, but you can't really hear me at certain parts. So I turned the volume up about 15%, and if I blow your ears off, I apologize. I'm trying to work this out. I think what I need is I need a stereo microphone, because in doing all this, but it should be a stereo microphone. So I'm confused as to why it's so tinny. Because it's only taking up one channel on the soundboard thing. So I don't know. Anyway, we're in Texas. We won 3 out of 4 races so far. This is race 5. And I remapped my buttons. And I'll be getting used to them. Hopefully I got them right. Oh, and as a note, if you have trouble with your mapping on PC for E5, probably E4 too. I just didn't remember. You got to use your keyboard to get rid of all the erroneous button inputs, and then once you clear everything and you can see what the hell you have, you can put your own inputs in, and the thing is, I'm not really sure what all the buttons do, because there's no key. So I already know I don't like 2 of the buttons. The other 2 seem to be fine. Let's get on track and see how the in-car stuff works. Don't laugh too much. See, like my B button is now my A button. So that's weird, because I'm going right. I got used to going right, and now I'm going left. So I might have to switch that around. I'll suffer through it tonight, so I said, don't laugh too hard when I hit the wrong button. I'm probably going to do that a bunch. If you hear some music, because I got my headphones on, I didn't listen to music yesterday, but this is my relaxation time, and zero impact. See, I'm going slow because I'm not sure what button to put. A zero impact exercise. Yeah, I'm fairly well fucked up, so. I know, you're playing a game, yeah, well. Listen, I had a Firebird Formula 91, and had just about the heaviest steering I ever felt in a car. And that's how this steering wheel, I adjusted this steering wheel to feel like that. And I had the 923 pedals hooked up, and that goddamn brake pedal is like a heavy-duty truck brake pedal, like a bus, or a dump truck. It needs some serious pressure. And what's worse is, because it needs so much pressure, it's that much harder to regulate. See, being that it like locks up, if I just blow on it. So it's like a doubly compounded problem with this pedal set. When I figure it out, I'll figure it out. Okay, that's good. I think it's just what would be the A and B buttons, the left and the right buttons on the pad there. I think this is how the PS4 was set up. I don't remember. Because the PC follows the Xbox way. Okay, that button works. And that button works the same. So it's, okay, if everything else works right, I'll get used to it. What's this? This does nothing. That I wanted to set up, and I did. A? No. A, okay. Oh. I think what's confusing with the way they have this set up is that some of the buttons, like on PS4, is like one way, and I got used to it 6-7 years. But on PC, it's Xbox, and it's like some buttons in certain situations do one thing, and some do the other, while the rest are normal. I got to look back, hooked up. Look at that! See, this is the setup that won't get loose down there when you're on the bottom. Not a lot. Look, somehow I got tire temps, tire wear uneven. Okay, it's middle off, just a tick. Yeah, C96. That's all you need sometimes. Wow, that feels so good. And that works okay, yeah. Yeah, this is how the PS4 works. Okay, so it's middle off, so some people would adjust the wedge. Which you could do, but you probably end up with other issues, so it's I don't want to do that. I want to do one lap, 1%, so it's going to be bad. See, my instinct, I like to go a little different. It's to go right front, but we're at 60. Let's try something. Let's see what that does. want it too loose, but you don't want it too loose, too loose. Now, if you look, okay, left side, oh wow. Okay, so what's going on? Left side, way up on temp. There's good balance. Look. Air in the left sides, or do I have too little air in the left sides? Because if you look close, middle tire temp is less than the outside tire temp on both left side tires. So that means they're sliding around. There's lack of grip. The argument that I can lower the camera on there too. Left front. Difference on the rear, which is fixed, is, well, they're picking the game anyway. 211, 216. It's coming up slowly. Let's run a few more laps here. The rule of thumb is when you make a change when you start out, you run 10 laps. By 10 laps, all the tire temps and pressure get up to speed, and you see we're 5% tight. And what I mean by that is, you look at the percentage of tire wear in the right front to the right rear, 5% difference. That's too much. Like 10 laps of tires. You can see there's only a 1% difference between the left front and the right front. The tire temp on the left front is fairly high. It's okay. It's a little bit high. And it's average. Make some use. Let's take a look. Yeah. 2.2 is a hell of a lot. Camper on my older setup. 4.2. I lowered it. And then he's lowered more. Maybe. Maybe I need to do this. Now, think about it. You have the tire cambered, and you change the tire pressure and change the camber. So I could have lowered the camber, but I see I'm already round, lower than my old setup. So just the tire pressure. See how low the tire temp on the left front is? Compared to the other direction. So I think it was literally, damaging the tire. Or hurting the grip. line hanging out there. How we good for the 10th? Going in the right direction. Well, right rear is still hung out a little too much. It's helped, but not enough. See, we got 210 and 219. Is that enough, or is that too much? See on the left rear, it's only a couple degrees off. And the reason why you're looking at this the way I'm looking at it is in a banked track, the left side is less banked. And this is a progressive banked track, so it's more so. Right rear is still just a little bit too much. We need that. We need that. We need that. Now watch the RPMs. Gearing I had in there is more Daytona, Talladega, Texas. Here, instead of being in the 7,000s, we're in the 8,000s. It's going to make the tires slip a little more, which might be why I lowered it. Helps turn it. You should be within 20, and I'm feeling it's just a little bit tape on it. Use some power with that. See, 244, 245, 217, 30. It's too much.
That means it.
Okay. So we were like mid 85s, heading towards 9 in 3 turns with the new third gear. But I didn't change the pay attention. I didn't. I didn't change the rear end. I learned to have a gas saver here, which you can. We're just hitting 9,000, which is good. Go a little more, but that's pretty much the end. Maybe said something there, but okay, see, I put it in fourth. That's where third gear was before I changed it. And I was looking at it, I was like, 7,000? That's a gas gearing. Yeah, it was, got the balance wrong. Now notice how the tire temps went down on the left? That's because the tire pressures are more of what it needs right now. And added it to it. About where they are right now is good. You don't want it. You want about 220 and 230 on all four tires if you manage it. Left rear is really hard to engage in this game, so it tends to be lighter or lower. But these tires that they're replicating, left front is too high. What does that mean? Because I got way too much tire pressure. Tire temp on the rights. Good at 280, that's too much. Unless it's like Homestead and calm down after a few laps. I'm slower. So I have to cut it up. Yeah, see, left front, it's too hot. It's wearing more, that's not good. It's wearing the same as the right front. That says I need more right front, less left front. Usually when I get a good setup, the left front is about 220, 230 when you start out, and the left rear is about 200, 210. That doesn't mean it has to be. It's the way I do my setups. If I see that, I'm happy. When I see 250 on the left front, 280 on the right front, and the car is loose, and I got like 280, 290 on the right rear, that's weird. But what's weirder still is it's actually driving really well. It's just a couple tenths slower than I want it to be. Slide a little. It's far away, but the temps are up so high. See that all temp? That's right where it should be. Let's see what we're at. See how it's like a whole degree higher? sides have calmed down a bit. Left side has calmed down. They're still too high. Practice. Could have gone to the other one. Really balanced. It's gotta be tire pressures.
Possible. What that means?
I didn't change the tape.
That money might be better spent.
Also, weirdly enough, PC version of this game, and I just realized it because I was having trouble on iRacing. I hate iRacing. I won't go into that here. That's a whole videos. But one of the things that I struggled with was the steering. I couldn't get the steering to feel anywhere near like I liked it. And one of the things it did is, like coming out of the pits, you would have like you'd have like a bus steering wheel. And then you get on the track and you'd have like the tiniest go-kart wheel, 11-inch it felt like. And that's not conducive to going fast. It's weird. I couldn't tell you how the next gen cars feel, though I have driven rack and pinion steering cars. But the circulating balls with all the other smart cars is out of my formula. I've driven a lot of rear-wheel drive circulating ball cars, race car, and they don't feel like that. There's a disconnect, and I got that when I reinstalled this on my new PC. That's what the feeling I got, and watch my Bristol issue the other day. That video, you can see, I sputtered around, and then it just kind of kept going, and I overcorrected, but I didn't overcorrect. That's how the steering feels. It's like it loses force feedback, and it just like you turn the wheel as much as you want it on full speed, which is not how it's supposed to work. It didn't work like that on PS4, and I had it on PC also. This version. So I'm a little confused about that aspect. Now look what happened here. We have a little less stable. We got better tire temps. 250s and 260s, still too much. But you got one thing I want to point out. If you notice, because of the camber, the tire temps in the middle on the right higher. And you want that to a degree. And the reason is, on a fast track like Texas, Michigan, or Auto Club, it's like halfway like Daytona and Talladega, less rolling resistance. So essentially what it means is that only the middle of the contact patch is actually touching the track. Gives you a little less grip overall. Let's see, it's still there. But it gives you a little more speed, less rolling resistance. And on a high bank track, you know, less grip is required to keep. A flat track is essentially the opposite. Got the tire temps more even. Oh, look at all four. I mean, this is a newer setup. I haven't raced it in this car. I raced it in the next gen. Did I? I don't remember. 4% loose. Make another adjustment here. Tire wear is not bad, it's just off balance. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to tune on it a lot more.
That music.
Let's see if we do that and just take a big swing. I might lower that, but I don't really want to lower that.
So should you buy it?
Flip it.
It does. They take
How many laps we got? 44, so 10 laps. 73 seconds. I always look at the tire temps when I'm leaving the pits. And if I see them a certain way leaving the pits to the right rear, it's already like 4 or 5%. 4 or 5 degrees hotter before I leave pit road. So run loose. You want it to run loose, but on a long run, like I usually do, then you don't want it to be that loose. Tire temps I think the gearing is too high, too low. The higher the gear number, the lower the gear. Yeah, so it's a mechanical thing. Okay, I'm gonna go like this. Let's see what we get.
That money might be better spent.
Okay, qualifying. I predict they'll be in the top 10. See, they're 28.9. Yeah, might even be outside the top 10. Let's see what we got. That's about where we were running. Yeah, 12. Now, I think we have too low tire pressures. At least starting out. Wiggling too much. Let's see if that helps. Leave the rest the same. And away we go. Oh, I usually let that run. Oh well. Let's see if we got anything for them today. problems you run into, you know, whatever race you're in, is that here I'm a little faster than them through the turns. But if I'm behind somebody in the preferred groove and they slow down, I can't just punt them out of the way. You know, you gotta race there to survive. Stuff like this happens. You're not doing anything wrong, and, you know, you have 80 laps to go almost. I'm loose in, and that'll help the loose in, like the left front. Yeah. If you put a couple foots of wedge, it switches the weight to the left front and the right front. But see, this is weird because it's like I'm wearing differently at different parts of the track. It's not consistent. Just follow why I'm sliding off the turn. Ideally, you want your left side tires in that white below the groove. It's called harbiking. Harvick figured that out 20 years ago. Won all those races. Atlanta too. The white spot is not where most people run. So it's not as worn as the main groove is. It's not as worn. It has just a little bit more grip. Give you another mile or two. See, on this end, it's different. Begging for to me now is just making a major weight adjustment, like some more weight on the nose, and then loosening it back up a little bit. We're not slow, we're running with the leader, but we should be, ideally, at every track, in my opinion, we should be about a half a second faster. Guys. And that's my goal ultimately, but you don't do it overnight. It's best to have it happen organically over time. 20 laps. Yeah, about 20 laps. This is about where my Kansas setup was before I figured out, you know, how to do that slide. much. You actually force grip into it. But I don't think that's the issue. Because we're 250, 260 in the middle. And we gotta get off the gas for that lap car. Outside him, I don't want to slide in it. Look at how slow. Probably not gonna catch Brian. This fuel up. As long as we don't get into the 60s, 160s off too. Still being behind. 'Cause that's something that happens a lot. So I took loose, and in trying to fix it, I used the tight, and now I think I'm in danger of losing second. Harvick, I'm sure, is quite pissed off. Caused it to lose all those spots. He ain't gonna get any further. There is this AI is, you know, I don't have the live list turned on. When I'm turning the wheel, it's because I'm feeling feedback in the wheel of what the car wants to do. It wants to go wide or it wants to turn in, spin. And it changes as you go through the turn, especially in 1 and 2. Where you're carrying more speed, 3 and 4, typically. On the gas more, and that makes the car handle a little bit differently. It's weird. It was loose end, and I didn't fix the loose end, but now the setup has changed. So you end up with also called numb nose, where you're turning the wheel but the car doesn't want to turn. It's not necessarily tight, it's usually a balance thing. They just doesn't want to turn. And then it bites. It wants to throw you around. So it helps with a better handling setup. But that's also what I'm doing is I'm trying to figure all this stuff out that I didn't when I was league racing. Improve on it. And check that box off. Those boxes off. Those tracks. Especially the ones that I really never really figured out. I've had Texas, but a track like Pocono, on E4, the closest I got was like 35 seconds in league racing, because the 3 turns, and this is the group of guys, they basically had a certain philosophy, but after a time I realized that philosophy of kind of like the coil binding setups 20 years ago. I don't never subscribe to that. There is grip when the car rolls. You know, like a track like Daytona. At Daytona or Talladega, it's one thing. That thing, you know, rigid you are, whatever your teeth are chattering around the track. It's good, but a track like New Hampshire, road course, you need play. You need the car to lean. And then of course you have these, like a track like Texas, which is, it's got 20 degrees banking on 1 and 2, it's progressive, so to me it acts more like a flat track in 1 and 2. And of course you got 24-degree banking in 3 and 4, just like Charlotte, 1 and 2. So it acts a different way, and you gotta, like Darlington, you gotta set it up for, you know, both ends of the track. See, what I'm thinking here is we got I kind of want to help point it off too, so I kind of want to help it turn better in the middle of the corner and take some edge out, but the way it's wearing loose, I'm worried that that would just, you know, put me in spin mode. Have me lose more grip. Tighter, I'm also out to lunch. It's okay through the middle, it's middle off, right rear. Maybe a little bit in the middle. And it got tighter in, where it's driving okay. See how the rear end wants to come around? That's wheel spin. Maybe that's why I had the gearing that way. I'm not slow. Laps to go. already started and not being able to adjust the track bar during the race. Wheel spin, take the track bar down. Tight until it digs in. Here's bogging now. About 2% for every click. Half pound, half pound of air in or out. 2%. Have a shorter run, I think that'll be something different. What I want to do is I want to put more tire pressure on the right sides. It's kind of counterintuitive. Left side tire pressure. It's going to tighten it up. Possibly in a weird way. See, at this point of the run is where my little jankier setup is not working. There's a gap a little bit. Shot at winning, you don't want to let the leader get more than 5 seconds of that inning. Otherwise, you know, the best you're looking at second place in most cases. And that's at best. I mean, you got to really go on. We're still within 5 seconds. We're not that slow. You know what it feels like? It feels kind of like the front end and the rear end are disconnected. They're two different cars. And it's not turning in the middle anymore. That was after about 20 laps. So for the short turn, have a shot at winning. seconds. Whoa! Yeah, we're getting there. Let's take a good look and see what we're doing. We're a little slower now, so. See, the temps are good. Now. Okay. So what I netted a half pound in the right front. I don't think that's the way to go, but we'll see what we get. Spit out. Dang, I'm 10 laps. We get a caution between now and then. Have to stay out. Lap down. The leader is behind me. So a lap and 3/4 down somehow. Oh, it's getting on to Alright, have to race a lot more. Fix that. And as I said, I'm not 100%. Will do. I'm not going to catch it. That's Bowman, and he's that far back, and there's not a lot of guys on the lead lap. Caution. I stay out. There's going to be a caution. Look at all these guys. So I got to get back on the lead lap. Well, if we get one more pit stop, good shot at winning. Hold down, goes 3 pit stops. good shot. Come on, I did that. Hanging it out. Caught up the lap cars. Chase in there. See, I have a move, but our front end is not responding. When I get up behind somebody, it just slides wide. Yeah. In order to have a shot, I need caution. Tires are going, yeah. Probably wasn't the way to go. It's gonna be fun. Wanted to dump me there. Sliding. There's Chase. See, what I think I need, in addition to some other things, is I need to get that left rear into the track more. Going up to lead lap cars. I get blocked by a lap down car. Awesome. Patty. Another one. Oh wow, it is sliding so much. Yeah, I should have went the other way. See, I couldn't do that in the truck. Yeah, I can spin out still, but it's a lot more stable. had that other gear in here because it was just a little faster. Where it kills you is when you get stuck in slow traffic. You have to get off the gas and lose all your momentum. Whereas the lower gear lets you fight through the traffic a little bit better. But then it hurts you when you're not in traffic a little bit. I can't run my normal line, which is a little faster. A lot of little things add up to a winning setup. And the setup doesn't have it. It's not bad. I can hold on to it when it gets weird, which is very important in the first step to getting to a good race setup. But it's just close but no cigar. And I never been like that, but that was the smart thing to do. But it cost me. And a lot of the way I live my life is, the smart thing that usually works for me. Because every time I do the smart thing, it tends to come back and bite me. But, this is work up. We're leading the points. This is the time to experiment. And, if you don't experiment, you don't learn anything. Laps. Chance of caution, like 6 laps, 50-50. But I think we're spread out enough that the chance that there'll be another caution is 0. I'm not going to call this one on purpose. Pancake me. Damn! possible. And we had the speed, we just didn't have the handling. Lap 2. I did start 12. It's a good setup, but on the long run, running on the right rear. Balanced it, but instead of the grip, I got a slide after about 20 laps, especially off turn. And then tried a little strategy, and it didn't work. I touched hard again, right? That's my bad. Yep. I thought strongly I'd get at least the top 5 or even a top 3 out of this, but I pitted early, about 10 laps early, and of course 10 laps later, right before the field needed to pit, caution came out, so they got a free pit stop, and there's the caution, and I had to stay out to get back on the lead lap. Start at the back. Only 20 laps to go. And I made an adjustment, but it didn't work. This is a new setup that I was working on, and I tuned on it a little, but I don't think I quite grasped the 7 years that went into it, coming back, you know, cold. And I probably made it worse instead of better when I tuned on it. Ended up with a 9th place. Respectable. I should still be in the points lead. Yep, got an 18-point lead. But Texas is one of my best tracks, so gotta do better than that. Well, not as good a day as I wanted, but respectable. Still got the points lead. I can't say that it was a positive learning experience. It was more of exactly what not to do. Strategy and tuning on the setup, but sometimes you have to go backwards to go forwards. So I guess next race will be up at Phoenix. We seem to have sorted our buttons. We just have to get used to them again and move forward. So thank you for watching.